Welcome back to Pisces TV with Dr. MB. This is your daily vibe for the collective. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart. If there is a Pisces in your environment, keep in mind that tarot is entertainment. If it does not resonate with you, check out some of my other videos and other aspects of your chart. As we get started, just want to say I appreciate you for returning, for all of my returners, your continued support to me, this channel, and to each other. For all of the newcomers, thank you for joining us. Take a moment to take a look in the description box. A lot of information there for purchases, booking, and information. The extended to this video is made available to my Shark members. There's a link to Patreon in the description box if you're interested in joining us on the other side. And of course, here on YouTube, we have the playlist, we have the community board, just so much stuff. So take a moment, sit around. One advantage to subscribing is to get those notifications for coupon codes. I host a lot of contests. I give away a lot of free readings, and we just have fun. So let's go ahead and get started. I like to do an icebreaker, and because I'm funny, I like to intuitively read the cards, right? And then as a treat, we will look at the guidebook to see any extra information we can get. So intuitively, right? When I looked at the cards, right, we shuffled out the Poet, the Village, and the Mirror. Okay, so what did I get from this? When I see the Poet, the number 7, I think about Pisces. They're holding a ball, so I think about a mystic. You know, I think about someone who may have gifts and abilities, someone who may be a finesser, you know, good with words, a romantic, a charmer. All right, sounds like a Pisces, right? Then I see the Village, and the fact that we have been talking about this mountain for a couple of days, and this is like on the far side of the village, and then they're holding like this ring. We've been talking about rings. There's this arm extended. And if you follow the channel, we've talked about the orphan. We've talked about the queen. We've talked about protection. And you know, in protection spells, they do draw circles, okay? So I was like, okay, I got that. And then we have the Mirror. So of course, I'm thinking about a reflection. I'm thinking about, again, scrying, okay? The moon is here. So then I sat back and I pulled a couple of clarifiers, which I will show you in just a moment. But I said Pisces, this is that generational curse breaking energy. This is releasing resentment energy for some of you, because when I think about the Mirror, I think about the reflection. I think about what I see when I look into it, like how I see myself, how they may see themselves. And I have always told you guys, one way that made it easy for me to forgive ancestors, exes, myself, the past, life, the universe, is that things that happen are always a reflection of me in some way. So it's like I can't blame you, I can't hate you, my parents, my childhood, because it's like we sometimes reincarnate with that energy. So we would attract those circumstances and situations. When I pulled clarifiers and I saw the nine of Pentacles for the Village, for some of you guys, this could be an inheritance, a pay raise. For others of you, it's being released from whatever this village is, okay? Because when I thought about the village, I was like, okay, you're stepping in your own light and kind of like walking away from tradition for some of you. It was so crazy that I shuffled out the 7 of Pentacles, and then I got the number 7, the Poet, okay? So I thought about, again, star seeds, stars aligning, patience, you know, be patient with how you speak to yourself, how you speak with others, because I'm thinking of Poet, I'm thinking of words. And then we got the 10 of Cups with the Mirror. And notice that these 5 cups are a reflection to someone looking at it from our angle, of the other 5 cups. So then it's like I dissected the 5 of cups, and then we got to the 10 of cups. So some type of ending with a new beginning. I don't know. Now we're going to read from the guidebook. The poet, the artist, the witness, the truth teller, okay? Clairvoyant, wise, and timeless. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. The unique capacity resides within us all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there is a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. So here we have reflection. So the big picture within the little one is going to be important. The poet's work, but not to be discouraged, okay? So the poet rides effortlessly between the personal and universal. It's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but do not be discouraged. That's what it says. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet is never finished. Find your voice and trust the wind will carry it. So where we talked about the ring, where we talked about the reflection, and what looks to be the job of the poet, I think for some of you, this is giving me this energy of, the effort, I think, the patience, the time you put into things, what you invest in. It's kind of like some of you may feel that isn't necessarily reflected back to you or given back to you the way you put it out. And Source is saying that you have a mission, you have a purpose, you have a path, and long after you are no longer here on this earth, like your words, your energy is still necessary. And I definitely love that, okay? So as we get into the extended, I see this Wheel of Fortune. And like I said, for some of you, this inheritance or your investors, an increase, some of you guys may want money, homes, or just like a return on an investment, okay? We could even be talking about Saturn return for some of you, but I think that's dope. So when you listen to readings and it says that you may receive an inheritance or a pay raise, this could be coming from your vortex. May not necessarily come from the village, may not necessarily come from support or outsiders. So you can raise your expectations, because it's like, ain't nobody giving me nothing, ain't nobody leaving me nothing. But you have a purpose and you have energy and you do have reason, okay? You are not alone, and I definitely love that. So I hope to see you guys on the other side. And if this is where we leave off, thank you for tuning into Pisces TV. Namaste.